Hello, today I'll be talking about Gumshoos. The first, second stage, final evolution, and pure normal evolution, final evolution, and second stage Pokemon introduced in Gen 7, being the only evolution of Yungoos who evolves at level 20 during the day. The previous PYC dates of Gumshoos are March 2nd, 1998, January 1st, 2001, November 3rd, 2003, September 4th, 2006, July 6th, 2009, May 7th, 2012, March 9th, 2015, January 8th, 2018, November 9th, 2020, and September 11th, 2023. Like Yungoos, Gumshoos is my least favorite of all of the early root mammal evolutions design-wise. I most know Gumshoos from 4 places. 1. The back of Pokemon Sun. 2. I know it from a trailer for Pokemon Sun and Moon. 3. I know it from the common false belief that it was based on at the time of the game's release, President-elect Donald Trump. 4. Thanks to the substitute video, I know it is one of the Pokemon of Officer Jenny. Anyway, let's get in the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we'll be talking about Gumshoos, the stakeout Pokemon, whose number is 0735. This is what it looks like. Its type is normal, abilities stakeout or strong jaw, adaptability is its inability, gender ratio is 50-50, catcher is 127 or 26%, breeding is egg group field, hatch time 15 cycles, height is 2'4", 0.7 meters, weight is 31.3 pounds or 14.2 kilograms. Basic experience yield is 146, leveling rate is medium fast, EV yield is 2, and attack shape is that. Pokedex color is brown and base friendship is 70. Gumshoos is a normal type Pokemon introduced in Gen 7. It evolves from Yungoos when leveled up in the day, starting at level 20. Biology: Gumshoos is a long-bodied mammalian Pokemon, similar to a mongoose. While it moves on all fours, it is capable of standing on its hind legs, with its hands locked behind its back, similar to a human. Most of its coat is brown, with a yellow underside that extends over the top of its tail. It has an additional yellow stripe that starts on its forehead and ends between its shoulders. There are tufts of fur near its shoulders, hips, and around the base of its tail. These tufts, in combination with its yellow underside, create the impression of an open trenchcoat. Its ears are rounded with a small notch and are located on the sides of its head. It has a short snout with a pink nose, a large mouth full of pointed teeth that is usually depicted bearing the teeth, eyes with white sclera and black horizontal pupils nearly hidden under its yellow stripe, and tufts of yellow fur on its chin. There are 3 black claws on each of its 4 short legs. Despite its length, Gumshoos is thick-bodied and has a wide, flat tail with longer fur on the tip. Gumshoos hunts by patiently waiting along its prey's known travel routes and pouncing when the unsuspecting prey comes along. Due to its tenacious personality and ability to withstand intense hunger, it is able to wait for its prey for long periods without eating. Its favorite prey are the Alolan forms of Rattata and Raticate, but since Gumshoos is diurnal, it rarely encounters them. It is also known to prey on Squavit, which does not provide Gumshoos much challenge. Once the sun sets, this Pokemon's stamina is depleted and it will fall asleep where it stands. It is not originally from Alola and was brought over from its unknown native region to take care of Rattata outbreaks. Gumshoos, stalking its prey, which in this case is a non-Alolan Rattata. A special Gumshoos in Alola acts as the totem Pokemon for Alima's trial in Verdant Cavern. This Gumshoos possesses the power and energy that originates from ultra wormholes and takes the form of a golden flaring aura. The reward for defeating Totem Gumshoos and completing the trial is Normalium Z. Prior to Gen 8, Gumshoos in its pre-evolved form, Yungoos, were the only known Pokemon that could have Stakeout as an ability. Evolution: Gumshoos evolves from Yungoos, so Yungoos, Gumshoos. Game data: Pokedex entries in Gen 7 Sun. When it finds a trace of its prey, it patiently stakes out the location, but it's always snoozing by nightfall. Moon: it adores having Rattata and Raticate for dinner, but as it's diurnal, it never encounters them. This Pokemon boasts incredible patience. Ultra Sun: although it wasn't originally found in Alola, this Pokemon was brought over a long time ago when there was a huge Rattata outbreak. Ultra Moon: patient by nature, this Pokemon loses control of itself and pounces when it spots its favorite meal, Rattata. In Gen 9 Scarlet, once it finds signs of prey, it will patiently stake out the location, waiting until the sun goes down. Violet: Gumshoos specializes in relentlessly tracking down prey. The simple-minded Squavit doesn't seem to provide Gumshoos enough challenge. Gumshoos in the Alola Pokedex and Sun of Moon. Gumshoos in the Alola Pokedex and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moons, including its head up. Gumshoos in the Paldea Pokedex. Interesting, it's in this, desert area? Game locations. Side game locations. Held items in Sun, Moon, Ultra Moon, Scarlet and Violet. Has the Pecha Berry 5% of the time. Stats, base stats, HP 88, attack 110, defense 60, special attack 55, special defense 60, speed 45 for a total of 418. Type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, flying, poison, ground, rock, bug, steel, fire, water, grass, electric, psychic, ice, dragon, dark, and fairy. Weak to fighting for double, immune to ghost, resistant to nothing. Notes that this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of ghost type moves is 1, so go from 0 to 1. Learn set by leveling up, we'll start at 23 here, so 23 Mudslap, 27 Super Fang, 31 Takedown, 35 Scary Face, 39 Crunch, 43 Yawn, 47 Thrash, and 52 Rest. By TM we're skipping. By breeding we're skipping. I think by prior evolution. Side game data, you got all this. Evolution data, Young Goose, level 20 during the day. Gumshoos. Sprites, I got the models. So pink replaces the yellow, like Young Goose. Homes, you get these models. Animation. Gumshoos in Pokemon the series, Sun and Moon. Opposite Jenny's Gumshoos is the big one. How this? Totem Gumshoos in Pokemon the series, Sun and Moon, with Ash and Pikachu and like a regular Gumshoos and a regular Young Goose, maybe Officer Jenny in the Rotom Pokedex, and Hariyama and Professor Kukui, or however it's pronounced. Pokedex entries in Sun and Moon, episode 9, for Young Goose and Gumshoos in the Rotom Pokedex. Young Goose, the loitering Pokemon. Gumshoos, the stakeout Pokemon. Both are normal types. Young Goose have sturdy fangs and jaws, and when they evolve into Gumshoos, they gain a certain tenacity and patience. In the manga, Gumshoos and Pokemon Adventures, got all this. The TCG. Trivia. I read this first point in the Young Goose video. Of all Totem Pokemon that can be battled in Alola, Totem Gumshoos is one of the only 2 Totem Pokemon that is battled in only one game out of the 2 versions, in this case Sun and Ultra Sun. The other is Totem Raticate. Concept and development. Concept art featuring Gumshoos from Pokemon Sun and Moon. They've got it on all 4s here, and different angles and faces and stuff. Origin. Gumshoos appears to be based on a mongoose or honey badger with detective motifs reflected in how it literally stakes out Rattata nests with what was previously its signature ability. The fur atop its head resembles a flat cap or a comb-over hairstyle. Gumshoos' Ultra Sun Pokedex entry seems to reference how the small Indian mongoose was introduced to Hawaii in order to counter rat problems on sugarcane plantations, although the mongoose later became an invasive species. In an interview with Game Informer published on October 19th, 2016, Junichi Masuda and Shigeru Omori of Game Freak stated that the similarities between Gumshoos and Donald Trump were not intentional. Name origin. Gumshoos may be a combination of gumshoe, detective, and mongoose. It may also involve gumption. Decagoose may be a combination of deca, slang term for detective, and mongoose. And languages, related articles, references, external links to the totem Pokemon. It's been a while since we've seen this box. I think the Marowak video looks like was the last time we saw this. Let's move on. Now let's watch the first scene in the anime featuring Gumshoos. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 948, To Top a Totem. In this episode, the Rotom Pokedex is explaining to Ash Ketchum how different the Rattata and Raticate are in the Alola region, like how they changed into this form.
Eventually grew into the Pokemon we see today.
There's
the numbers of Rattata
Goose and Young Goose.
eventually grew so large that Young Goose and Gumshoos were brought in from a different region to chase them off. That's it!
And that's the first scene of Gumshoos in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Gumshoos. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Where we sent fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until I find an image that doesn't contain a Gumshoos. These first 2 images are AI. We don't start with AI, so we'll start with this third one. This is Pokemon Doodles by Dredians. So we've got a bunch of these sketches of Pokemon here. We got the Gumshoos down here. Got a Roggenrola, Pyukumuku, Elekid, Timepole, Mega Gengar, Rhyhorn, Servine, Brugly, Skuntank, Sunkern, Cortana, Chestnut, Vibrava, Sudowoodo, Togedemaru, Cubone, and Fennekin. Very well done. This is Gumshoos by Nin Jamesor 30, so you got this nice image of Gumshoos here on this corner. Very well done. This is Gumshoos Cloth Fusion by L. Kitty Heartworks. So very well done fusion between Gumshoos and Cloth here. All hand drawn. This is June 2025. Raffle winner by True Scorn. This nice drawing of Gumshoos here. Say, dog apricorns. This one's empty too. I want sheriff. I guess it's the sheriff. Interesting. Very well done. This is Gumshoos Render by Tony Igo. It looks to be just an image from the Who's That Pokemon section of the anime. This is Gumshoos Pokemon by Retratos Anime. This nice front-facing image of Gumshoos here. Very well done. This is Gumshoos Sketch by GJ Barrett 1. So you've got there's kind of sketch version of the official art here. Very well done. This is Gumshoos by Robin Hillzone, Act 25. This interesting art, I guess, with eyes open? Interesting. This is Gumshoos by Aaron Tiger Tier. So this is an AI image of what I'm assuming is supposed to be a human version of a female Gumshoos. This is Gumshoos by Willingle. Got this pretty good model of Gumshoos here. And this is a literature post, and we don't do literature posts, so we'll stop here. Let's move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. Tomorrow we'll be talking about Grubbin. As always, this is my proper outfit, and you'll see me tomorrow.